Hello and welcome to our channel. This is our day at Shimla. Let's start with the first day of our Himachal tour, that is visiting Shimla, and we started from Chandigarh station. And this is our group.
চলো আমার চণ্ডীগড়ে এসে গেছি বাড়িতে গিয়ে উঠে একটা ধাবায় যাওয়ার কথা হচ্ছে
We reached Chandigarh 1:30 in the morning and started for our destination Shimla. The distance from Chandigarh railway station to Shimla is 109 kilometers. That we covered under 5.5 hours via NH5. The travel agency provided us with a nice and comfy 5-seater Innova. The car was piloted by our guide Mr. Raju Singh, a fine gentleman and a very careful driver. We took a stop a few kilometers before entering Shimla with the hope to catch a glimpse of the sunrise.
এখন সানরাইজ দেখার জন্য দাঁড়িয়ে আছি এখানটাতে সিমলা ঢোকার আগে সবাই কাঁপাকাঁপি করছে এখানে ঠান্ডায় অনেকদিন পরে সবাই ঠান্ডায় এসেছে
However, it was not yet time for the sunrise.
সানরাইজ তোলার চেষ্টা পিছা গেল কলপায় গিয়ে সফল করার চেষ্টা করবো কিন্তু যা ঠান্ডায় অবস্থা খারাপ হয়ে যাচ্ছে আমাদের
At 6:30, we arrived at Hotel Gulmarg. We arranged our tour via Devbhumi Tours and Travels. They are one of the best travel agencies available in Kolkata for touring Himachal Pradesh. As we reached there before our scheduled time, we were provided with a weird no-window room. Then after 12, better rooms were allotted.
এখন সকালের ট্যুরে বেরিয়েছি সকালের ট্যুরটা করার পরে বিকেলের ট্যুর হবে রেডি হতে হতে সবার 1-1.5 ঘন্টা করে লেগেছে শুধু কাকিমা তাড়াতাড়ি রেডি হয়েছে
It was a sunny day. After freshening up and breakfast, we started our stroll. We were literally awestruck by the mesmerizing view of the valley. Clusters of identical buildings throughout the slopes look like someone stacked up matchboxes or kids building Lego towers. We took the mall road while heading towards it. Walking down that road itself is a beautiful experience. This is Grand Hotel Shimla. On the way you will find this beautiful statue of 4 soldiers, signifying India's unity in diversity. And then we reached the mall area. It's the BSNL Bhavan, such a huge building.
মেলে এসছি এবারে মেল সুন্দর সব মেলে দিকে যাচ্ছে
Of all the bright sides of Shimla, we had to appreciate that for the most part the city is always neat and clean. Before British occupation during 1830s and its subsequent development, Shimla was just a small village based mainly around the Jakku area with a handful of families, only 30 in number. However, the British found the climate of Shimla is more alike to their native place than the rest of India. This fact attracted the attention of the British government officials, and 1830s witnessed a rapid development of the small village growing into a full-fledged town. Later on, it was declared the summer capital of British India. After a long walk, we decided to take a stop here. We found that the weather of the day being extremely clear, the visibility range is far reaching, and all the Himalayan ranges guarding the northern Himachal are clearly visible from this area. We could see all the shining mountain tops of Kinnar Kailash range from Shimla directly. It was a mesmerizing view, all too wonderful for our eyes. We took so many photos and videos of the ranges, but it was never enough compared to the actual thing. A few days before we arrived Shimla, the northern Himachal had a huge hailstorm, and it is visible by the view of the mountain ranges that those are covered totally with deep snow. Then my friend and I made another roundabout walk around the Kalibari road to the mall again. It is pertinent to mention here that this way, like Kalibari Road and Mall Road and the surrounding areas, are restricted to the pedestrians only. That means, other than any emergency purpose, no vehicles are allowed here. You will find most of the government offices are situated alongside this road. And we finally reached the Ridge Maidan of Shimla, a vast and spectacular space. At a distance you can see the famous Christ Church of Shimla, and in front, one life-size bronze statue of our former Prime Minister, Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee. We saw one emergency army helicopter was dispatched to rescue some trekkers who were stuck during their trekking. A police parade was going on in the front of town hall.
আদা করলি আজকে
মিষ্টি বন্ডা নাকি, আর তার সাথে চাটনি, ঝাল চাটনি, আর দই, আর হচ্ছে কফি। বেলা আমরা এখানকার লোকাল জিনিসগুলোই ট্রাই করবো, এই যে লোকাল মোমোস, তাওয়া, বার্গার, তারপরে আর যা যা আছে লোকাল।
After passing a jolly good amount of time at the beach, we headed towards the Kalibari. And then we reached the famous Shimla Kalibari. Outside the mandir, there was a small bazaar with handful of shops where the items required for puja offering were readily available, and we purchased some from them. They had a varied collection of rings, stones, malas, religious books, and other religious items. This is the famous Shimla Kalibari, the Mandir of Shyamalama, which is a fierce incarnation of Ma Kali. And historically, the name Shimla was originated from this mandir, the Mandir of Ma Shyamala. The huge statue of Sri Hanumanji is visible from Shimla Kalibari. However, it is situated far away at Jaku. It is hard to miss that the place is full of pine trees, and the pine trees are full of pine cones. And to some extent, the place is infested by red-faced monkeys, which are time to time extremely dangerous and attacking people. Like here, they are trying to grab the prasad. And now the city at night, how beautiful. The ladies decided to visit the market, and there we are, heading towards the market. Here we tried some nighttime photography of the city. The market area is huge, and you will definitely find everything of your need. The ISKCON Mandir is just next to the market. This is a shortcut food tunnel connecting the opposite sides of the hill.
সবাই এখানে বাজারে মার্কেটিং করতে এসেছে, জমজমাট বাজার। মার্কেট ক্লোজ হচ্ছে, 8:30টার মধ্যে সব বন্ধ।
The market road and mall road are connected by many long stairs, and we took one of those to reach the mall road. The enlightened town hall is a must-see place of the night city of Shimla. This colonial architectural marvel was built by Scottish architect James Ransom during 1908. Be it during day or at night, the Reach is the most famous place of Shimla, full of people always hanging around, enjoying themselves in this vast open place. And the glory of the place is much more enhanced by the presence of the Christ Church and its red glowing cross. Here we enjoyed a few hot gulab jamuns, which is contrasting to the cold weather of Shimla.
শেষ।
After wandering around the market area and the mall, we felt really hungry. And surprisingly, we found really good food in this restaurant. And by witnessing this weird historic wall, we concluded our journey for the day.